sinibingelele uyazi nawe ke leyo Friday engadliwayo ke iFriday ihlale siyilangazelele all the time and ngizocela uphumzile athi usiphamisele imicrophone yethu laphana ke so khona sizokwazi ukuthi izwakale inews nje ngempela. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. It is a beautiful Friday. Uyazi nawe la sihlale hleli khona sisho kanjalo sithi nje leadership academy la sifunda khona ke khona sokwazi ukuthi ke nesiqhubekele phambili ngoba everything rises and falls in leadership. Uyazi kumase kulesi sikhathi ke ila sihleli khona nobaba ubaba uBishop SP Msomi ezosinamululela ke wezwa ke sikhuluma ngezithelo zikamoya. And also sithinta laphana ukuthi ke ngasekuqaleni ukuthi ke we create our own environment uyayibona sikwazi ukudila nabantu sikwazi ukudila nazo sikwazi ukudila nezinto sisaqhubeka namhlanje sathinta nezinye izinto kodwa namhlanje soke sithi nje recap ukuthi sidlule kuphi sadlula nakuphi ke then bese siyaqhubeka. Help me to welcome my father sikwamukele baba sukela namhlanje.
Hallelujah. Nami ngiyazibongela ukwemukelwa ekhaya nala studio.
Amen. Hayi usuku ohlale selilangazelele lelango lesihlanu la sithola khona ke abanye baze bathe hey ingcitha ichopho lithi umkhulu ingcitha buchopho
ingcitha ubuchopho babantu
angazi ukuthi indaba bathi umuntu uchitha ubuchopho ya ukusho ukuthi kushuthi uhlaka ngicabanga ukuthi bacabanga basho ukuthi uhlakaniphe kakhulu sho khona ezinye izinto oyiveza umuntu osuke engayinaki.
Okay, ngiyabonga kubo bonke abasho njalo. Oh, sesiyaqala?
Yes, sesiyaqala baba.
Okay.
Ngizo hand over wena usitshela ukuthi sizothi ukuthi recap ngiyazi ukuthi seke kwaba nebreakanyana not ukuthi break but ke la sike sathinta khona ama nuggets akavela endleleni into ezimnandi ezisijabulisile kakhulu and abantu ukukhumbula nje ukuthi besisakhuluma ngani as we are on leadership.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, ngiyabonga ba phulaphule baphulaphule abalaleli.
Yes, abalaleli.
Ababukeli siyabukela, okay.
Siyabukela siyalalela ngithi ku car radio no car TV.
Oh, okay.
Radio no TV.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
I'm an African, that's why I want to learn ilimi AIDS ningana. Noma ngezi kuyikhuluma kodwa fanele ngikwazi ukuzwa ukuthi bathini. So bazalwane nabo bonke abalalele bengisacela nje ukusho ukuqala ukuthi sithe asifundisa iBhayibheli sifundisa indlela yokuphila noma yobuholi ngendlela iBhayibheli eliveze ngayo.
Yes.
So emphasis will be on leaders in the Bible.
Okay.
Not so much as interpreting the Bible.
Okay.
Yakho. So sifuna ukubuka ukuthi uma umuntu uNkulunkulu emkhetha ukuthi abe umholi umfuna enjani. Kuneyindawana ezehlukeneyo ke zobuholi.
Yes.
Into yokuqala wena ukuthi ubani.
Okay.
Okwesibili indawo oyakhayo to lead people.
Okay.
Okunye abantu you've got to understand ukuthi ihlobo lunili wabantu.
Okay.
Okubaluleke kakhulu although ngizothi the last but it's not the least, it's the first one.
Okay.
Where do you want to take them to? There is a reason, there is a place ofuna ukubasa kuyona and there is also a reason why ubasusa kwa A ubasa kwa Z. Okay, so those are the things ayifunakalayo. So masithi sisebenzisa iBhayibheli ngifisa abantu ba understand ukuthi it's not like I want to be a leader.
Okay.
It's not something ongayikhanukela ukuba leader.
Okay.
Sathi ekuqaleni you are a leader because ufana noNkulunkulu.
Yes.
So all of us are like God. Angithi yabo? It's only ngiyabuya. It's only the circumstances that will pull you out as a leader at that particular time.
Okay.
Yakhumbula city South Africa is one of the best with security. It's because ama circumstances athi sinama burglaries amaningi sinama sela amaningi. Sinabantu abahluphayo abaningi, so we've got to follow these people faster if they are fast nathi siba fast kusho uthi ingqondo. If you go to China, they wanted to ukubamba America with internet and all those things, and yes, information technology.
Yes.
Okay, right, now. So they leyonto befuna ukuthi within a certain period of time bebe sebelapha ya, so they pushed all their efforts. So problems are veza baholi at certain times. Also problems asiza umholi ohamba phambili ukuthi if ukuvela problem. Look, you can't be a scientist as a president, ube a lawyer at the same time, ube udokotela at the same time, ube utisha at the same time. You can't be so. So there will be leaders under you, but they will be leaders. You will notice with this one. Mangimbeka kwa military, uzongenzela umsebenzi mangimbeka lapha. So should I say problems or challenges? Yeah, yes. I'll say that. Those are the things as vezak. So, uNkulunkulu ke ezokhetha umholi for that specific time. It does not necessarily mean abanye they are not leaders.
Okay.
That is why siphoqwa ukuba submit. A leader is not supposed to force people ukuthi bamlalele.
Okay.
Except in the military.
Yeah.
Except in the military. Yeah. You are not abantu. They are advised ukuthi abafunde ukwehlela ngezansi.
Okay.
Kubuya ngiyabuya njalo. Kubuya kimina ukuthi indoda ihlakaniphile ngaphezulu komuntu wesifazane.
Okay.
Kodwa isimo sithi indoda has been given amandla.
Okay.
Ukuthi ikwazi ukuhamba phambili.
Okay.
So if indoda ishona, that's where you see umuntu wesifazane ukuthi uhlakaniphe njengendoda.
Okay.
Angithi yabo kodwa inkosikazi kuthiwe ayithobe phansi kwendoda. Okay. Indoda was never told to oppress umuntu wesifazane, but inkosikazi etshelwe ukuthi ayithobe. So nathi kubaholi bethu we are supposed to ukuthi sehlele ngezansi.
Okay.
And then makuvela into umholi angakwazi ukuyenza kodwa ngibe ngikwazi ukuyenza, uyangibona bese nginikeza opportunity ukuthi angiyenze. Bese ngiyayenza kodwa ngingakuthwala ukuthi ngihlakaniphe ngaphezulu kwakhe. Ngoba yena leadership yakhe is, should I say generic? Ihamba yonke indawo eyakhe specific.
Okay.
Angithi yabo? Eyakhe specific. So you cannot say as a pediatrician uzophatha ngisho ne-gynecologist uzophatha angithi yabo kodwa there is a general practitioner owazi wonke lama department. I-leader is like that. I-leader is like that. Okay. So uNkulunkulu when he chooses you not because abanye they can't do it.
Okay.
Ziningi izinto ayibalayo ayithandayo kwi-leader, ezinye zazo yilezi besikhuluma ngazo kuthiwa yithela.
Okay.
So let me just go there. Ukuthi uNkulunkulu ekuchoose as a leader at that particular point, it doesn't mean ukuthi you are the best.
Okay.
You are the elected. That's all. Not the best. Angithi yabo umusa, igrace, yonke into akunikeza ngoba uma wona, can I just say this? I said I'm not teaching the Bible, right? I'm not preaching. Uma wona, he doesn't drop you. Because wonile, you are a human being ukhethe ngomusa. Angithi yabo uphahlaza into akuthethise akujezise kodwa it doesn't remove you. All he wants you ukuthi uphenduke.
Shuthi ngakho no David wawo inhliziyo yakhe kodwa mayise enza izinto ethatha unkosikazi kaYuraya still
waqhubeka kazange amsusa. No Moses walishaya angithi yabo kodwa uNkulunkulu wamnikeza another isikhathi. Nanokuthi well siyaye sithi uMoses akangenanga ngoba wona. Okay, right, that kwaba umphumela wokwenza kaMoses. Kodwa if usulibheka ngempela njengomuntu omaziyo uNkulunkulu, Moses could not have taken them out of Egypt and put them into Canaan.
Okay.
The only person okwazi ukwenza leyo nto uJesu.
Okay.
So umuntu cannot finish like uJesu. So uMoses kwathiwa bathathe ubase eCanaan. But endleleni somebody else ozothatha igama lika Jesu abasettlish. Okay. Ngiyabonga Nkosi. Right. Moses took them out of darkness.
Okay.
uJesu takes us out of darkness.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Kodwa uJoshua, his name is Jehoshua, eh?
Yeah.
Hosea. I think it was Hosea. Moses was said to Joshua. Moses prophetically was saying, I'm not the savior guy,
Yeah, of course.
Joshua is Jesus. But at the same time, not Joshua cannot finish into yenziwe uJesu because akaqalanga eqaleni.
Okay.
Ufike part nendawo no Moses uqale eqaleni wama part nendawo. So Moses was a leader but he didn't finish. So angithanda ukuthi mina akangenanga ngoba wona uNkulunkulu is able to forgive.
Yeah, that's true.
Angithi yabo?
Yeah.
David is one king eyaqeda. He finished the work. Angazi ukuthi ngibabala babebangaki kodwa ngiyazi ukuthi uMoses didn't finish. But I know David finished.
Okay.
Angithi yabo? I know Samuel finished ngoba wagcoba umuntu ozomlandela.
Okay.
I know Jesus finished because waqeda yonke. I know what's this? Paul. He even said it to say ngiqedile. Angithi ushilo.
Yeah, uthi ngikulelo kulokuhle ngiqedile.
Yes, ngiqedile ibanga lami. He's the last one ngeke ngimazi. So kodwa naye akaqedanga njengoJesu. Because naye ufike sekuqaliwe.
Okay.
But elakhe ibanga waliqeda.
Okay.
Yeah. So ngihamba kangaka nje ngiqonda ukuthi abantu baholayo yiko sithatha iBhayibheli.
Okay.
You cannot lead them ngokuhlakanipha kwakho. You can only lead them ngokusho kaNkulunkulu.
Okay.
I-leadership yethu is not based esitifiketini ositholile.
Okay.
I-leadership yethu is based on what you can hear
Okay.
kuNkulunkulu.
Okay.
Each and every step. Kwathi wahamba uyokhipha abantwana ubase eCanaan. Wathi Moses, if you don't go with me, I'm not going up.
Yeah.
That sounded very strange. Kodwa uma ungahambi nami angihambi.
Yes.
Meaning I realize lento ngithuma yona okokuqala nje ngimfiliba angiyazi iCanaan.
Yeah.
Indlela engizoyihamba angiyazi. So you need to be here. So every leader should know I need to have my ears, my eyes open. Ukuthi when he shows me something now,
Okay.
I do it now. When he tells me something now, I do it now.
Okay.
And I don't know ukuthi kusasa kuzovelani. That's the kind of leadership leader kufanele ibe ne faith ngayo.
Okay.
Okay, right. I was blessed kulesihlanu. I had to preach ukuthi Elijah stood up, 1 Kings chapter 18, stood up and said, kuphila kaJehova engimphambi kwakhe izulu ngeke line kuze futhi kusho mina ukuthi aline. And then the next verse says, gijima uyohlala emfuleni iKidron uzofika uphuza amanzi khona and ngizothumela amagwababa akulethele isinkwa. So it means noma ethi imvula izukuna noma ethi liyokuna mase kusho mina akasho ukuthi kusho uJehova uthi sekusho mina.
Okay.
So I explained this thing to mina lalelani bazalwane, there is a level where you are able ukuzwa inhliziyo kaNkulunkulu uzwe into engakakuniki instruction uyizwe ukuthi yipi into ayifunayo. Ngoba uNkulunkulu mangithi alizukuna izulu bese nginikeza amanzi anginikeze kusho ukuthi uyavuma ukuthi ngizolivala yonke indawo ngizonika wena kuphela. Angithi ayibone leyo. So there is that level yokuhamba no. Okay, asimeke kancane. All right. Okay, there is a level la ukwazi ukuzwa inhliziyo kaNkulunkulu ukuthi what is he thinking. You see, I've got a prophet, a PE. He's got a ministry. Okay, he says it's the ikamala lithi yini kodwa heartbeat of God, something like that. It's heartbeat of God. In other words, indlebe yakhe is always esifubeni sikaNkulunkulu to hear he really hears God. He really hears God, le prophet. So umuntu bengisho kanjalo ngithi if you are going to lead abantu bakaNkulunkulu angidingi ukuthi ngikuquotele incwadi angisho ukuthi ku wrong, but you can be higher than the people ababhale incwadi.
Yes, I hear.
Yeah, you can be higher than them. Because he can say, into ebhalwe so and so 25 years ago does not apply in this situation because ubhale ekwenye situation right now wena ukwenye situation nesinye isikhathi. Okay, asimeke. Abantu obaholayo abakaNkulunkulu. La ubasusa khona uNkulunkulu ongabafuni khona akuwena ongabafuni khona.
Okay.
La ubasa khona ubasa la uNkulunkulu efuna babe khona, all right? Okay. Ngiyabonga. Asibuyeke.
Busayichaza le yanto nganoma usiphelelise kahle uElijah elalela uNkulunkulu ukuthi ufinyelele la uzokhona iheartbeat of God into ayishoyo uzwe into uNkulunkulu ayishoyo bese uyikhuluma ngaleso sikhathi.
Yes. Actually I was trying to tell them ukuthi you can seek the face of God until you become one with God. Okay. Mausu one with God. He doesn't have to tell you ukuthi yithi.
Okay.
You just say things ezisenhlizweni kaNkulunkulu.
Okay.
Because I remember I said to them, level God thus saith the Lord is a very high level.
Okay.
When you speak something and then you say, thus saith the Lord.
Okay.
And then if you've come to the point la uthi thus saith the Lord, but there is a time kune level engiyibone kuJesu kuphela.
Okay.
La uJesu eyikhulumela nje. He never says uNkulunkulu uthe, but he just talks. And then mase bembuza uthi amazwi engiwakhulumayo mina ashiwo ubaba. But he never said ukuthi ashiwo ubaba. He's so close to God ngalendlela ukuthi ubaba ekhuluma na uyakhuluma. Anganoma kuyezwakala yini. He says, but uthi umphilisele umuntu ngesabatha. He says mina ngibona uNkulunkulu esebenza. So nami ngiyasebenza. So he is at that level.
Yeah, sure.
He knows nothing. He thinks nothing. All he does is to hear God and to look at God. So I think that was the thing engangifuna ukuthi bayizwe at that particular point abantu.
So kulesi sikhathi kungenzeka noma kuyenzeka ukuthi umuntu abe kuleyo level basakhona abaholi noma abantu bakuleyo ndawo.
Okay, that's a difficult question. Kusho kwenza kanje, right? It happens. He or right now he wants amalitas anjalo. Where if you are going to help abantu, you've got to be like God.
Okay.
If you are going to lead people, you've got to lead like God. When you are going to speak, you are going to speak like God.
Okay.
I noticed to Moses zonke ipisho zakodwa ngisazoyifunda ngiqale namhlanje ukuthi ngimqale ezalwa ngifuna ukuze ngize ngiyophuma ngale ekugcineni. Moses never called a meeting to preach, to teach. Every time la ezokhuluma khona uMoses wayebiza ngoba uNkulunkulu ebize abantu. Except kuzoba right kodwa khona manje. Except uma or except Deuteronomy. When he was preparing them for entry elukuzaneni Canaan. And then he started waqala eqaleni banikeza history. Ukuthi naphuma kanje nenzeka kanje mase nifike endaweni ethiza anoyiphatha kanje angithi yabo ningakwenza ukuthi anokwenza ukuthi uDeuteronomy where he's giving them a lecture ngoba wayesebona yena ukuthi ngeke ahambe vele inkosi yayisimtshelile angithi yabo. So he made sure ukuthi ubanikeza i-lecture yokuthi bazoyiphatha kanjani. So I feel uNkulunkulu now le question oyibuzayo uNkulunkulu wants those kind of leaders ngoba njengamanje human rights are far overrated. Your right can ingabulala instruction kaNkulunkulu. Angithi yabo, I have the right to do this because this is my body. You see, why I'm saying this is because the argument is that this is my body angenza noma yini ngithanda but when you go to the will kaNkulunkulu ithi anazi yini ukuthi umzimba wenu uyithempele likaNkulunkulu and then he puts it right there. He says you have no right to do anything kuyona angithi yabo except glorifying God emzimbeni wakho. Okay. And also a right kaNkulunkulu over your body because he bought it. Angithi yabo, he bought it, it belongs to him now. So a right yakho ukwenza noma yini oyithandayo has been nullified by the fact ukuthi umzimba wakho has been bought. But if you don't belong to Jesus and you decide ukuthi by rebellion ukuthi I don't belong to God, I mean I can do what I like, I'm an atheist, I don't believe there is a God. So then you can do what you like and then you must face the consequences ekugcineni. Now, no, I feel like I'm preaching today. Okay, right. But
yes,
okay. Okay, asibuyeke. Ngiyuphendulile kancane. Nomsi yangidabukela. Yeah, there is, I think God wants a leader. Do you notice ukuthi abaprofeti ababizwe ngabaprofeti by calling asiyazi impilo yabo?
That's true.
Ngiyazi ukuthi you will read somewhere ukuthi Abraham was a prophet. I know you think ukuthi Moses was a prophet. I know you will learn somewhere ukuthi David was a prophet. But there are prophets who are called to be prophets only. You know absolutely nothing impilo yabo. They only come out to say what God says and then they vanish into then they come again and then they speak the thing, then they vanish. Uyenzelani uNkulunkulu lento ukuthi ungayiqhathanisi into eshiwo uyena nempilo yakhe. You must just take amazwi akhe uNkulunkulu ayishilo, then he's gone, you don't even know. And then when he comes, and then abantu bonke basukume edolobheni babuza but are you coming in peace or are you coming because they are afraid ukuthi uza mhlawumbe uza nolaka likaNkulunkulu noma uza nento zabesethi ngize nje ukuzokwenza umnikelo. That's Samuel, okay? In case bengazi ukuthi ngikhuluma ngobani abalaleleyo, okay? So ngicela ukueda ukuthi uNkulunkulu, I am sure he wants leaders njengamanje because there is going to be there's going to be a transition from a man-made leader. I mean a person who's gone to school afunde. But there's going to be a transition to abaholi abazokhethwa uNkulunkulu balalela uNkulunkulu benza into uNkulunkulu ayifunayo. Yes, ngiyazi ukuthi bazokhala angikuchaze nalokho ngoba ngiyazi abantu abalandela leadership banama questions because they come up nama program. Are we going to have a Sharia law like state masekuphethe bomzalwane ukuthi umuntu okhonza lo yaNkulunkulu akavumelekile umuntu okhonza owenza lento? No. Kwa Israel babenza izinto abazibonayo bona because uNkulunkulu has given us a free will.
Okay.
You can either listen to God or not listen to God.
Okay.
Angithi yabo? So if ibandla lingase lithi let us rise up and be leaders. And I have a minister I have a minister who is a Christian kuwo wonke ama departments yabo. Or abanye bangaba ama ministers, but you will feel ama ethics omzalwane.
Okay.
You will feel irrighteousness yomzalwane without forcing ubuKristu phezu kwe-populace.
Yes.
Angithi yabo?
Yeah.
Like uJesu came and defeated to Satan, but he still does not force us to be Christians.
Yeah.
So ne leader izokwenza exactly as I leader uJesu enza.
Okay.
You always choose to be on the right side of God, or you always choose to be on the wrong side of God.
So ngamanye amazwi kushuthi indlela uNkulunkulu asibekele ngayo ukuthi sikwazi ukuphila sonke as human beings.
Yes.
Either i-religion or ilandelayo noma
Yeah.
but ilokhu morally justice it will be served to all of us.
Okay, uma siphuma la kulokho ngicabanga ukuthi this is the right. You see, Jesus says akukhanye ukukhanya kwenu phambi kwabantu. So i-duty yethu is to live in such a way ukuthi we don't bully people to be Christians.
Okay.
We shine. I love it in English. Let your light so shine. Eh?
Yeah.
God so loved the world. Labo song yabathanda everywhere. Where lesebenza khona. So uthi Jesu, right, nami sengifikile nganikeza ukukhanya, but I didn't force you. Because phakathi kwenu there was a Judas. He decided to disobey. He decided to be a rebel. So he ended up hanging on the cross. But no. Right? Yes. So nina ningilalelile ngamtshela nobaba ukuthi baba bonke onginikeze bona ngilahlekelwa ngakuyena except for the son of perdition.
Okay.
So the son of perdition is a person who is like son of perdition is a person who decides I'm going to stand up against lo muntu.
Okay.
Yeah. So Tina, if we make mistakes, we are not sons of perditions. We are human beings ezenza ama mistakes. But a person who decides I'm going to kill Jesus is a different kettle. Yeah, is a different person altogether. Okay. So now let's come back to this again now, right? Okay. So bengizama ukusiza abantu ukuthi senzothi siyakhonza ngesonto, senzothi sezukuhlaba uyokwenza noma yini uyokwenza noma yini oyithandayo. The only thing mina engingayenza makuthiwa ngupresident, I'll show my light.
Okay.
I'll just show my light.
Shuthi ngamanye amazwi uNkulunkulu ngiyibuka lento nje obuyichaza kanje, ngiyibuka ama judges ngendlela avele ngayo. There was nobody wabakhetha. Kwezinye indawo kwakuvela ingelosi kaNkulunkulu, kwezinye indawo kwafika umprofeti, kwenye indawo kwaqhamuka nje umunye aphuphe abe umholi. So bavela labantu mase kuphelile futhi isikhathi sabo futhi bangisani baphele kanjalo. So kushuthi ngamanye amazwi uNkulunkulu is going to do something like that kulesi sikhathi esikusona.
It's coming, more especially South Africa, because there is a prophecy. As long as the South Africa iboshwe inyawo, Africa cannot move. Njengamanje South Africa is bound. Everything that shows us, Agimiyeke nje lo prophet, he prophesied some 8 years ago, since our Intercession Foundation. He prophesied at that time, right? But njengamanje ubufakazi bale yanto yasho le prophet iyabonakala ikuma television ikuma phepheni kuyo yonke indawo. South Africa is bound ngoba yona izinyawo. So Africa cannot move until we in South Africa decide ukuthi lezi zinto siyayiqashula. And then once isaqashuka, then everybody, I remember there was a prophecy uNkulunkulu anginikeza yona some years, wathi angitshela omunye umntwana ukuthi ukusizakala kwabo bonke abantu ahamba nabo kubhekiswe kuyena. She laughed at me and they all died.
Sure.
Angitsho ayibona? They all died except labo abasinda ba break, I think about 2 noma about 3. But the rest of them yaphelela obala, abanye sesibangcwabele sesihamba phezulu kwabo. Naye she went into the darkness okumangalisayo because she disobeyed into engayibamba, ngoba nami ngahlupheka ngizama ukuthi Nkosi yami ngizomtshela kanjani ngoba kwenzeka ukuthi, ngizomtshela kanjani ngoba kwenzeka ukuthi, kwakusekhona lezi incingo ke yeah. Ngavele ngabona ukuthi okay, right, let me just do it. That over the phone is better. It's better over the phone because usefike kwi rebellion haye kuwena. Usefike kuhlubukeni. Angithi yabo. So ngathi if I do it over the phone ngabamba ucingo baliphendula ngathi ngicela ukukhuluma nosibanibani banginikeza ngamtshela. She laughed. She put the phone down. Ngalibeka phansi. Ngaphatheka kabuhlungu ngoba I'm still in the flesh. I should have just said, okay, right, sengimtshelile sekuphelile. But emveni kwesikhathi ngase ngiyabona. All right, as phendulile. Ungisize mangaphendula.
I know, zwakele kahle.
Okay. So uNkulunkulu is going to raise South Africa. Why did he give us 25 days before Sivot atufuni Africa isindisiwe? When everybody knows we are going to be saved, we are going to be liberated, we are going to be freed. But he says, I want Africa saved. It means I should have understood that at that particular point. 30 years later, okay, right, 2024 will be finishing 30 years. 30 years later, I realized it didn't happen. Why can't see uNkulunkulu?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's tough out there. It's tough out there. So uNkulunkulu ufuna umuntu ozolalela yena asukume enze. There are times when people would say things, fanele ukwazi ukuyibamba ukuthi fanele using your words, ngisho ukuthi kwakuyikuphi, using your words, you take the prophecy and put it a fridge and wait for the time.
Probably freeze.
Yeah. And then there are times when God wants to do a quick work. You've got to be able ukuhlukanisa ukuthi le, if I don't do it now, I'll be late tomorrow. I'll be late tomorrow. Okay, right. Sengishilo ke kubalaleli ukuthi sithunywe uNkulunkulu, abantu abakaNkulunkulu siyala uNkulunkulu efuna kuye khona. How would you feel unomprofeti owaziyo ukuthi siyaphi? I mean, how would you feel sino president, sino inkosi, sino whatever who knows ukuthi siyaphi? How would you feel if sibe nomholi onjengo Jacob ozothi batotana hlalani la, when zoba ukuthi how would you feel? It would be something emangalisayo, and they will always refer mase kwenzeka, they remember uJakobe washo. Mase kwenzeka, they'll remember uJakobe washo. Even intokosikazi yaseSamaria eyayingena similo. I don't know whether that's true, but God doesn't say that. Kodwa eyayingena similo said to Jesus, umkhulu yini wena kunobaba uJakobe owasipha lomthombo nalesi siqithi sendawo. Yena waphuza kuwe namadodana akhe aphuza kuwe neinkomo zakhe zaphuza kuwe. Are you better than him?
Sure.
I must admit uJesu didn't answer that question. He simply kept quiet, akazange asho lutho ngayo. He simply said, ngicela ungiphuzele amanzi. She was not aware ukuthi yawaphuza amanzi. ibone yona ukuthi siwaphuzile ngoba amanzi aphuma emlonyeni kaJesu, which is the word, yayiyigcwala ngalendlela ukuthi yavele yawushiya yagijima. Kodwa into engifuna ukuthi uyinotice is the fact ukuthi one, yayimazi uJakobe no matter how wayward she was, because uJakobe was that kind of a leader. Angithi yabo? And then secondly, uJakobe uJesu recognize uJakobe. They may have recognized uJakobe at a carnal level. Kodwa uJesu umazi, bamaze uJakobe, let me just speak the language. Bamaze uJakobe, uJesu maze uIsrael. Yes, let me speak that language, okay? So ngiyabonga ke kakhulu. So you know ukuthi uJakobe was that kind of leader ehamba noNkulunkulu. If we can have ama leaders anjalo. Thank you for a PhD. Thank you for everything abantu abayenzile nabayifundile. Thank you. We accept that. Because you've got to polish yourself. You've got to know history. You've got to know history of Bible. You've got to know it was a history yesizwe sikholayo noma company oyikholayo noma whatever leyo ikholayo. I say thank you for that. But if you can understand when Paul was taught by Gamaliel, one of the greatest professors of law wagwa Israel, and then umazi ushisekele wenze yonke into, and then suddenly you meet up with Jesus, bang, then you meet up with Jesus, everything changes. He's different because it changed within a second. You see, everything changed. Isabathe beligugu kuyena lavele laphelelwa amandla. ITorah yaphelelwa amandla. Everything kwaphelelwa amandla kwaumusa kaJesu kuphela. So a leader who knows when to change, okay? When to take another level, a leader who knows good. Isikhathi sishintshile manje, I cannot apply leya into. Those are the things ezifunakala. So that is why I cry ukuthi uNkulunkulu wants those leaders manje ezokuzwa manje ukuthi kuthiwani, without disregarding abantu ahambe phambili, because uJesu did not disregard them.
That's why baquote ethi kulotshiwe nje.
Yes. Khona laba bemquote kabi uDavid uJesu uMoses. Athi uMoses asomkhanda ngamatshe. Mayibanjwe wenze wathi ya ushilo Moses. Bengicela ke bazalwane ongenasi isono aqashitshe kube uyena oshaya kuqala. So wayishintsha lento. It doesn't work like that. Moses didn't mean that ukuthi you catch him now unecala elifanayo bese uyamshaya. Kwenye indawo what does he say? Kukhona izinto eziningana nje uJesu ayishintshile entsimini yaseYeden nizwile kuthiwa. Angithi yabo? Kodwa he never disregarded Moses when he was about to die. He summoned to Moses. Ngiyazi bazothi ngitheni abalanda amadlozi. He summoned to Moses. He summoned to Elijah. That was saying Moses is the foundation of the law. Elijah is the foundation of the prophecy, the prophetic.
Yeah.
So those two. So I am here to encompass these two. Okay.
Yeah.
Asibuye ke size eyithelweni. Salelo isikhathi singakanani?
15 minutes.
15.
Yeah.
Shall we ever finish?
Kunama nuggets la vele. And futhi ngiyabona ukuthi abalekile.
Okay. Okay, right. uNkulunkulu, when he wants us to lead, he wants us to lead in we must create an environment.
Okay.
Amandla environment wabeke kuthini. I once read a book ethi it's to be happy is a choice. You decide to be happy. So ngifunda leyo ncwadi. I remember teaching it in church. As mungena la isontweni uhlinile, it's your choice, but you are bringing ama vibes are wrong. Because David says, I will enter his gates with thanksgiving in my heart. I will enter his courts with praise. So David made up his mind. I'm going to enter with praise, with joy, with singing. That is so.
So this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice.
It's a decision. I will rejoice.
Yeah.
It's not that God will give me joy. No. I.
And it's a fruit of the Spirit. It's something that is.
That is why He gave you the fruit of joy, of peace, and love. That's why. So that you can take this atmosphere that ila, but bekamuka, then you smile. Ngesikhathi usmile esuke ekhaya ethwele nzima. Ismile sakho sithi ngafika ekhaya. Angithi yabo? Now ila ngizofike ngisizakale khona. So uNkulunkulu wants us to create that atmosphere of joy. He wants us to create that atmosphere of love, that atmosphere of peace. Because you can't live without love, peace, and joy. It's got to be there. Ongenayo angene ne problem engena phakathi angene kufike kuncibilike. I felt it myself ngisuke endlini, ngisuke ekhaya kungathithi ngino ice over my body. Ngihambe ngiye esontweni ngifike ngihlale ngikhala ngithi ngizoshumela kanjani ngistiff kanje. Angithi yabo? And immediately they start singing. Or maybe immediately they come and hug me. Ice starts melting. By the time ngiyome pulpit, usungaphika ukuthi uyena lo wehle ngomlenze wrong. Embedeni, I don't know what it means, but kodwa mathi mawubheda ushuthi uphume wehle ngomlenze wodwa. So ungaphika mawusungibona sengishumayela, sengifundisa, sengenza yonke into, sengihlabelela, sengithandaza. That's me. What happened? Abazalwane, they brought in the vibe of love, the vibe of peace, the vibe of joy. Yafike yangthelela ngoba ngize ukuba nibe nokuphila, nibe nako ukuchichima. So makuchichimela kwabanye abantu. Number 2, senze lento ukuba besinesikhathi besizobuya siphinde enye lokuzana sisale sesiqeda.
Okay, no singakwenza.
Okay. I'm not demanding of your time, please. Okay, right. So once waqeda nge atmosphere, and then now how do you treat abanye abantu now as individuals or as a group? Angithi yabo?
Okay.
Let me tell you about a mistake engafundiswanga. I own that mistake. We used to ukushumayela silitshengisa ivangeli ukuthi li strong. You understand? So if a person cannot attain to salvation yet, because sindisiwe thi nabantu baze basho bathi ivangeli lalaba abantu abasindisiwe. Angithi yabo? So we would put it ojamise ngalendlela ukuthi uzibone ukuthi you cannot make it here. Angithi understand? We throw out atmosphere of love, peace and joy. It's out. Sithi sikambe sikhuluma nje umuntu vele usehlezi ngesinqe sothi yophela nini inkonzo. Angithi yabo? Then you hear people bayasijudge laba bantu. No, asinijudge thina sinitshela iqiniso. We never knew ukuthi iqiniso is only spoken in the context of love. Angithi yabo? We never know. We didn't even know that Jesus Christ is love. We didn't even know that God is love. So we spoke, we atmosphere ebimbayo. Yeah. So now if you are going to lead people, you can't be isidlamlilo. Akufanele ube isidlamlilo because they come from pain.
Oh yeah.
Sengiqala phansi ke ngalento. They come from pain. They come from an atmosphere engena peace, engena joy. So he's coming to church to get himself redeemed from all those things. Angithi yabo? So once wangena ngaphakathi, leyo atmosphere must be there. Okay, I see it. Then how do you abantu ke manje sekufanele ukhulume nabo bazoza for what do you call this? Counseling. They'll come for their problems. Then sekufanele ubonakala ukuthi udila nabo kanjani as a group, as a couple, as an individual. How do you deal with them? Mhlawumbe number 3, number 2. All right? You've got to be kind, No, patient. Thatha mina ngiyafika ngiphume ezweni. ngiyamthanda uNkulunkulu kodwa ngamiyeka ugwayi angamiyeka utshwala kodwa ngiyafika ngiyanuka nginuka yona lento yami angithi now umuntu ongakwazi ukubekezela sengikhumbula le video trend so bazomthinta bathi angiphume ngiyemnyama you see fanele ukwazi ukumbekezelela umuntu don't say this place is holy it's holy but azabe la kwi-holiness azabe la kwi-holiness enukutshwala abe la kwi-holiness enukugwayi udonswe yini azafike la ngoba ufike wahlala la le holiness imlandile ngoba isikhona phakathi indlela ayiphatha ngayo njengamanje uyiphatha isikhathi eside enza lento so you must not expect ukuthi ngoba nakho izolo uphakamisa isandla wathi wemukela uJesu so everything must just cut off so you don't expect that right so you must have lokho kubekezela because I once told any group yabazalwane ukuthi ama families alimala la ngesikhathi sisindiswa siba radical sishadile ube radical ungamnaki unkosikazi wakho akubekezelele kubona ukuthi uthunywe uNkulunkulu akubekezelele iexcitement yokushada nawe ishona phansi because uyakwazi ukuthi wena you only think of God angithi yabo by the time ufuna ukuyibuyisa usuqala phansi manje usuthi nkosikazi wami this is this nkosikazi awazi wena ukuthi usumqalisa ku not ubesenze konke ukungakudisturb wahlehla kuwe so now sekufanele manje usuyabona ukuthi no bekufanele ngihambe naye bekufanele senze ukuthi naye bekufanele senze ukuthi and then you've got to start from zero now umkhuphulo it takes time fanele ube patient ngoba naye waba patient ecabanga ukuthi uyabuya kanye wena ubhizi uyashumayela uhambile uye endaweni ezihlukene so those are the things ezidinga ukuthi you must have patience okay sure asibambe le patience asize kule yesibili buye ngibalekele okay you must be patient you must be kind dealing with people you must be kind ukuba kind kuba nenhliziyo enhle ngithi yeah ubazwele bafika nezinto eziningi afika khale ngidinga usizo olinjena kanje you sit down you can't just wathi omunye ubaba ngifika kuyena ngizohlamba thina sikhule sivuma izono kumuntu right ngafika ngathi hey baba manje ngizophenduka ngenza ukuthi nokuthi wathi ini uyenza ngempela leyo ngathi no angiyenza yazi ngavele ngaba yinja ngahlanza ngabuye ngawudla ngahlanza no you've got to be kind how mntanami kwenzekile no man no oza kumina uthi uJesu angisoze ngamlahlela ngaphandle you see ngoba wenzile mntanami wenzile ngoba inyama yakho ibikufake esimini esinje kanje kodwa ke mntanami njengoba usivuma uthe yena osivumayo akasoze amlahlela ngaphandle yena futhi he is able to take us out of darkness and put us on righteousness you've got to be kind I hope kuyezwakala lokho
thina simesa sethu nokuthi umfamfatha ngcono ubeke
yes we do all that now we've got to create ama leaders who will understand that ngoba thina sikhuliswe abazalwane ababazi ukuthi ba amasosha who never thought ukuthi Jesus was not a soldier he was a sacrifice for us angithi yabo so thina sekufanele thina si develop ke leaders who will say okay all right mntanami okay but siyaqhubeka noma ushayeke phansi kodwa senze njani the mere fact ukuthi ufikela kumina wazokhala it means ukuthi inhliziyo yakho is not there inhliziyo yakho says I wish I could do better than Jesus than kuJesu yeah sometimes we say baba can't you make me perfect you can't be made perfect because ekugcineni fanele ufake umqhele nanki umqhele fanele ufake ubani ufake umqhele umuntu imperfect ohlule ama imperfections akhe so that's the person okufanele afake umqhele so we need to produce ama leaders anjalo in all spheres not esontweni kuphela in all spheres ngoba nasesikoleni I have a child ebhala ngo left uthisha uyehluleka ukufundisa umzukulu wami ukuthi mayibhala u3 akawubhale kanje ubhala kanje angithi mina ngubhala kanjani mina ngubhala isandla ngisithi so yena ubuka mina ngithi abese naye 8 using the left hand yena fanele athi yabona mina ngoba ngithi wena fanele uthi angithi yabo fanele uthi uze ngakuwena mina ngiya away from me wena iya ngakuwena mangithi nawe yithi umfundise lokho. Now she just writes a letter ithi ingane yakho iyagula inesifo esithize kwasha kwacima. I said no lengane ayiguli. I don't think I don't want to believe ukuthi iyagula njengamanje. She has no patience. Angithi yabo? Okay right. So ngithole umntwana naye owayenenkinga enjengaleyo. Wathi ngizomfundisa mina so uyangenzela ke ukuthi akamfundisi ukuthi akabhale kanjani. All right. So you've got to be kind and be patient and also kuyangibalekela ukuthi kuphi and then yeah ube goodness. What kind of a person is goodness? Sesiqedile ba.
Yeah. Should okay no goodness ecishe.
Cishe. Asibambe ngcono sibuye siphinde lesiqhubeke ke siye phambili. Yeah, ngiyabonga. Sometimes ngixolise kubalaleli. Sometimes he says what he wants to say. I hope in Zulu ukuthi sometimes we don't say thus saith the Lord but you just say it. Ayobelalela uzwile ungalalela ngezwakho. Ngiyabonga.
Siyabonga kakhulu baba. Ngikholwa ukuthi uyizwele nawe ukuthi ke nefu belisendlini inkazimuli Shekinah glory ikhabod ikhona la endlini so inkazimuli uNkulunkulu eyikhulumela so siyayizwela leadership uNkulunkulu that's where Africa is going to take Africa to another level and take our leaders to another level. I hope you are blessed again. As meet futhi next time same place we are now every Friday. It's a leadership academy where deep calls unto deep and again with leadership you'll be blessed. See you next time. God bless you.